नमावों विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम राम। Prabhupada ki jai. Welcome to all the devotees to this wonderful Tirtha Kshetra, Sri Jagannath Puri, the abode of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra. Jagannath Puri is also known as Purushottama Kshetra, where the Supreme Lord resides here eternally. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains that Pratitaha Purushottama Vedecha Lokecha Pratitaha Purushottama. Krishna, he explains in Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter that is celebrated in both the Vedas. They are known as Shruti and also Lokecha, that means in the Smruti, he is celebrated as Purushottama, Uttama Purusha. There are three types of Purushas: Uttama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha and Adhama Purusha. We are known as Adhama Purushas because our Purushatva is temporary. In fact, in this very life, somebody can change also, or otherwise at the end of this life, one may be a male or he may not be. One may be a Purusha or may not be. So that's why we are known as Adhama Purusha. Then the Lord in the heart is known as Madhyama. He is Supreme Lord, Paramatma, but he is playing the role of an order supplier. Whatever the living entity, the Jiva desires, Paramatma sanctions it. He is acting like an order carrier. That's why he is known as Madhyama. But actually, here is the Purushottama, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who cannot be conquered by anybody. He cannot be an order supplier to anybody. He is Purushottama. Krishna or Jagannath can be conquered only by love. So, when the devotees show their devotion and love, that's when Lord Jagannath becomes visible to our eyes. If somebody is trying to measure him, trying to estimate him, then he will not have any darshan. He will see some pandas nearby, Ratha chakras and flags and all that, but he will not be able to see Lord Jagannath. So, this is his abode, Jagannath's abode. He resides eternally with his brother Baladeva and sister Subhadra. Jagannath is Krishna, Balaram is Baladeva, and Subhadra is Rohini, Putri. She is the sister of Baladev and so sister of Krishna. So we have seen just now the annual Ratha Yatra, a very ancient tradition. They take the Rathas from this main temple which is known as Sri Mandir, and the Rathas will go to Gundicha Mandir. In terms of bhava, Gundicha Mandir is like Vrindavan. And so the pastime is taking Krishna from Kurukshetra or Dwaraka mood to Vrindavan. Actually, Krishna, he leaves Vrindavan at the age of 16, just about to come to 16, goes to Mathura, and when he is leaving, all the gopis are following behind, asking the Lord not to go out of Vrindavan. That is Bahuda Yatra. The Lord is coming back from Vrindavan to Dwaraka, Vrindavan to away from Vrindavan. So that is, so when he is going like that, Krishna assures that again I will come back to Vrindavan. But actually he never comes back. But Shastra says Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. How is it that he has left Vrindavan and gone to Mathura and Dwaraka? He never leaves. Actually, gopis are always thinking of Krishna, and Krishna can ever leave Goloka. But simultaneously, he leaves Vrindavan also and goes to Mathura and Dwaraka. That is Krishna's potency. So here, going from the main temple to Gundicha is like once there was a solar eclipse, and the tradition was all the Aryans, the progressive people, they used to go to Kurukshetra and take a bath in the lakes there. So from the Dwaraka, all the Yadu kings, headed by Krishna and Balaram, they come to Kurukshetra to take the holy bath, holy dip. And that's the time even the Vrindavan Vasis, Vrajavasis, headed by Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, they also come to Kurukshetra. At that time, the Vrajavasis, they look at Krishna. The gopis and the Gopa friends, they had darshan of Krishna, and they are overwhelmed that they are able to see Krishna. But simultaneously, they are not very satisfied in the heart, because this is not the Krishna that they know. The cowherd boy Krishna is missing. That mood is missing, that bhava is missing. So the gopis are attached to that form of the Supreme Personality of God. Our Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara, Lord Chaitanya's Parampara, our target is that Krishna, who is just about to come to 16. He is the son of Nanda Maharaj. That is the target of our Parampara. So thus, so the Vrajavasis, they are all one side they are very happy to see Krishna, on the other side they are very they are dissatisfied that he is not in that mood. So they want to place Krishna, they place Krishna in a chariot, and they want to pull Krishna to Vrindavan. They want to take away Krishna to Vrindavan and again see Krishna as a Vrajavasi, as a cowherd boy. That was their plan. So that yatra, that is called the Ratha Yatra, that happens from the Sri Mandir to Gundicha. Gundicha is like Vrindavan. So this distance is 3 kilometers. All the 3 Rathas, they go away. It is said that before Jagannath goes to this Ratha, there are 2 versions. One version is that he informs Mahalakshmi that he will come back in 3 days. He is married to Lakshmi, so that's why this mandir is called Sri Mandir. So the Lord informs her that he will come back in 3 days, but when he reaches Gundicha, he doesn't come back in 3 days. So Lakshmi becomes very angry, and on the 5th day, she comes on a pallaki along with her all the associates and servants, and very angrily she rushes to Gundicha Mandir. She goes to Gundicha. And then the Gundicha is guarded by Jagannath's sevaks. So the Lakshmi servants, and they give warning to Jagannath's servants that he promised to return in 3 days, but he has not come back. And so they give a warning, and then actually it's a nice leela that happens there. Some kind of an argument and exchange of some emotions between both the servitors. In fact, they break little bit of Jagannath Ratha also, and then Lakshmi returns to Sri Mandir. And then so Jagannath hurries up, and in the next couple of days, 7th day, he starts returning, and that's the return we have seen. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he observed in one of the Chaturmasya time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is in Jagannath Puri. It is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita that he has observed all these rituals, including Hera Panchami, where Lakshmi Devi goes to Gundicha and comes back. He has participated in all these wonderful pastimes. So that is the mood of Gaudiya Vaishnavas, that they see this Rath Yatra as the gopis trying to take Krishna to Vrindavan, and then the Bahuda Yatra as the gopis from behind asking the Lord not to go away. So this is the mood. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he lived here for 18 years till his disappearance. There are wonderful pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri. For 6 years he has travelled to South India, travelled to Vrindavan and some parts of the country, and then he returns to Jagannath Puri. In South India, wherever he went, he has preached Harinam. In fact, by his darshan, people used to automatically chant Hare Krishna, and they used to become devotees, they used to become Vaishnavas. So this is a very highly potent kshetram, Jagannath Puri. It is mentioned that all the Krishna's abodes are present here: Vrindavan, Mathura, then Dwaraka, and so Jagannath Puri Kshetra is full of potencies. Actually, the Shastra says the Lord is present everywhere. He lives everywhere. He lives even in every atom he lives. That is the power of the Lord. That is the difference between a human being and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So when we say Jagannath Puri is his abode, is a living place, we should not think Jagannath is only limited here. Actually, he is living in every atom also. But then why is it that the Jagannath Puri Kshetra has so much potency? This Kshetra is full of spiritual energies. The Lord's potencies are present here. The Lord is personally living here. Yes, he is living in all the atoms and everywhere, but we will not be able to see him. With our mundane eyes, we cannot have darshan of the Supreme Lord. That's why, out of his causeless mercy, he comes in a specific form, and that is called Archa Avatara. An avatara in the 5 elements. He can come in the form of wooden deity, he can come in the form of Panchaloha deity, or he can appear as innumerable other, as a painting, in the form of jewelry, arranged in the form. So like that, Lord can come in front of our eyes in such a form that we can see. So when we see this Daru form, the wooden form of the Lord, we should not think this is some kind of an wood. In fact, we should not see wood. We should see Daru Brahman, Jagannath personally present there, with wide eyes, smiling, and with a great compassion He is looking at each one of us. That is the mood in which the Lord is present. So we should also see Him like that. Actually, there is a story behind why the Lord is looking like that. Big eyes and like a chubby body and all that. It is explained that once the mother of Baladev, Rohini, she goes to Dwaraka to see the Vasudeva and other family members. At that time, the wives of Krishna, how many wives are there? So they all come close to Rohini, Mother Rohini, and they ask Rohini that we want to hear Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan. They heard that Krishna has many celebrated pastimes in Vrindavan, like Govardhana, lifting Govardhana hill. He is known as Giridhari. So they are very eager to listen to these pastimes of Krishna. And Rohini says, yes, I will explain. But she places one condition. She says, when I am explaining these pastimes, you should not allow anybody to come inside, including Krishna and Balaram. And they select Subhadra to guard the door. This door is guarded, and then there is a narration of the pastimes is happening inside the hall. So Subhadra is guarding the door, and then Rohini starts narrating the pastimes of Krishna in Vraja Bhumi. Actually, these pastimes are surcharged with Sachidananda energies. A pure devotee, when he hears these pastimes, he becomes so fascinated, he becomes so absorbed in these pastimes that actually he perceives Krishna's presence. So all the wives of Krishna, they become absorbed, they become ecstatic by hearing these pastimes. And it is said that even Subhadra, she becomes very ecstatic. And in her body, there are certain transformation because of the ecstatic experience or bhava by listening to the pastime narrations of Krishna's childhood pastimes. So then at the same time, it is said that Krishna and Balaram also walks in. And since Subhadra is already in a different mood, she has forgotten about guarding the place, and Krishna and Balaram also joins, and they start listening to actually their own pastimes, but narrated by Rohini. It is said that when a pure devotee like Rohini, when they narrate the pastimes of the Supreme Lord, they are attractive even to Krishna Balaram. So that is the that is the wonderful nature of these pastimes. Even Lord becomes attracted to hearing his own pastimes, and then it is said that when he heard, his eyes grew bigger. Sometimes we also, when we hear some news, sometimes our eyes also becomes bigger when we see something sometimes unwanted. We become little this thing. When we saw the Air India flight crashing on a building, after that everybody for some time stopped flying in the and there is one person who escaped from 11A seat. It appears that there is lot of demand for that seat. 11A. Everybody is trying to book the seat. But actually 11A is this end. On the same row, the other end, 11F is also there. He is also window seat only. But he has not survived. Only 11A has survived. So this kind of a questioning is called Brahma Jijnasa. We should ask, why this person survived? Why one more window seat wala, he could not survive? So this Jijnasa is important. Similarly, when we are listening to Krishna Tattva, Krishna's pastimes, we should have this jnana. Actually, before understanding pastimes, we should also understand Krishna Tattva. When we see Jagannath, we should know who is Jagannath. Why is in this form? So that's what we are trying to understand. So when Lord Krishna heard about his own pastimes, his eyes grew, and then in his body, actually in a pure devotee's body, there are known as Ashta Sattvika Vikaras. There are some 8 kinds of bhavas manifest in his body, and sometimes the body grows in size, or it becomes little different shape. It appears to be a different shape. In fact, in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Leela also we have seen, he also goes through a lot of transformations because of the ecstasy of love of Krishna. So Krishna Balaram, they go through this kind of a transformation. They see their hands going behind, and their eyes grow bigger, their Sharira Akruti changes. So they appear to be the way we see Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra appear today. These are the kind of forms. So when the lordships are in that mood, in that bhava, that's when Narada Muni comes to that place. And he had the darshan of Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra in those forms. And as soon as the lordship sees Narada, again they come back to their normal forms. But Narada Muni requests, my lord, we want to have the darshan of these wonderful forms, and so please give us this opportunity. And then Krishna gives the benediction to Narada that I am going to appear in these forms in the most celebrated dham called Jagannath Puri. So that's so this is Lord's mercy that he has given this darshan of these wonderful forms. Lordships are in ecstatic mood, they are in a very kind, merciful form. And so here in the kshetra, actually whoever lives, it is said that the denizens of heavens, the devatas, they see the inhabitants of Purushottama kshetra as having 4 hands. That means already Sarupya liberation. Somebody who goes to Vaikuntha, they also get 4 hands. But already whoever is living here, the denizens see them already having 4 hands. I was thinking, oh, how fortunate. What about the visitors? In one Shastra it says, even the visitors also 4 hands. so I said, oh, wonderful, at least guaranteed. So, going back to Krishna is not the challenge for devotees who are so nicely chanting Hare Krishna and trying to visit these dhams. So, the important thing is when we come to the dham, our pilgrimage is complete only when we hear about Krishna. So that's what is happening today. We are all, by the grace of Prabhupada, we got an opportunity to sit together and to understand whatever he has given in his books. And the most important thing is, there is a way we can carry Jagannath with us. There is a way we can carry Krishna with us. We cannot take the deity because they will not allow. But then how can we carry the Lord with us? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has revealed the secret. Prabhupada has revealed that secret in the parampara, and that secret is we can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this, when we chant, and this whatever sound we are hearing, that sound form is Krishna's form. As I mentioned, Krishna can take any form and appear in front of our senses. In front of eyes, he can come as the Dharu Murti, Dharu form, Dharu Brahman. For our ears, he can appear as a sound vibration, powerful sound vibration. It's like a thunderbolt sound vibration. And that is his Hare Krishna vibration. So if somebody hears nicely, it's like a thunderbolt in your heart. And what will this thunderbolt do? In the heart, there are mountains of our past sinful reactions are piled up. Mountains are piled up. Sometimes this past karma is considered as dust on the mirror. That is considered as the dust. And so these mountains are present. We should not underestimate how much contamination is there in the heart. Any time this contamination can come and pressurize us into unwanted activities, unwanted habits, unwanted sinful actions. So that's why when somebody chants and hears nicely, this sound like a thunderbolt, it destroys the mountain peaks. It, like when Indra, he uses a thunderbolt, it, removes big patches of mountain. It removes the mountain peaks. So similarly, if somebody chants nicely and hears nicely, you will see that his mountainous volumes of the sinful reactions are taken away. This past karma is stored and it comes out in the form of pictures, in the form of videos, in the form of sounds, all sinful, pressurizing us to repeat the same things again. See, this is the danger. This is the danger. So if you want to get rid of all those impure impressions which are stored in all colorful media, the only way is chant Hare Krishna and listen to it nicely. There is no other way. We cannot escape from our past. So the best thing is take shelter of the holy name and come to these kind of kshetras. And here, if you chant one round, there is 1,000 times impact on our consciousness. So you can chant thousands of rounds, provided we take advantage. But one more thing is also there. If we commit anything offensive, that also has an impact, multiplied impact. So chant nicely as long as we are in this kshetra. Of course, Krishna is kind. He will give more benefit. Offenses he will not consider. So don't worry. So chant nicely and hear nicely and take advantage of this. Then we may say, yes, I have come here, I have chanted my rounds, now my life is successful, I will go back to Krishna. No. Actually, yes and no. You will go back. But there is one more thing that we need to do. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says this. He says, Janma sadhak kari. And then, karo paropakar. So you have come here, you have chanted your rounds and this and that, you have perfected your life. Janma sadhak ho gaya. But that's only 50%. What is the other half? Karo paropakar. No. How can I do paropakara to others? We have to do according to the way Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told us to do, or the way Prabhupada has asked us to do. Greatest upakara you can do if you can distribute 3 things. What are they? First is, if you can distribute Harinam, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. You should all take a vow that in my life I will give Harinam to minimum 108 people. Yes or no? Everybody? Yes. Minimum 108 people I should make them chant Hare Krishna. Then that is 1/3 is over. Then there is one more. What is that? Prasadam distribution. So you just offer some one banana, two bananas in our house to Radha Krishna, to Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra. And then even if you just give little pieces to whoever goes in front of your house, you are doing prasadam distribution. So that is second. 2/3 is over. Then the third one, most important. What is that? We should distribute Srila Prabhupada's books. Hari Bol. Yeah. So what should be our goal now? What is the number? You cannot live so easily. What is the number? How many books each one of us? Okay, Prabhupada has written so many books. So we will say, at least Bhagavad Gita as it is by Srila Prabhupada. I will distribute minimum 108. So, in Jagannath Puri, you all have taken a vow. Anyway, on your behalf, I already told. So, 108 times, what do you call? Harinam, you have to introduce people, and then 108 Bhagavad Gitas, somehow you have to distribute to some new people and bring them to Krishna consciousness. That is our success. And distribute prasadam as much as possible. Okay, so with this, our life is successful. Janma sadhya kari and karo paropara. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Vishwaguru Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Gaura Nitai ki jai. Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maya ki jai.